Hello everyone, it's Masumi from Japan. Thank you very much for watching my videos and then reading my newsletter. I really appreciate it. So today's topic is about Q&A. Yay! I will answer your questions regarding face exercise because I just launched Masumi Face Studio, our very own online studio dedicated to all things face. Yay! You can take my face yoga classes with monthly plan and also qualification courses. So please check the link from the description down below. Actually, I will explain more in the end of the video, so stay tuned. So for celebration, I will dive into all your burning questions about face care. So let's get started. Questions about face exercise. What is facelift yoga? Facelift yoga is a combination of face exercise, massage, and stretches. It's a type of yoga designed to uplift for the face and the spirit. What is the benefit of facelift yoga exercise? You can improve blood circulation in the skin, which means you can feel that you get glowing skin. Also, you can lift up the face naturally. You can reduce wrinkles and sagginess on the face. And also, you can see the skin tone is different. Also, after that, you see the change in your mind. You feel more positive after you practice how to make smile. Who can do facelift yoga exercise? Anyone, any age, all age can try facelift yoga. Age doesn't matter. Of course, ladies, also men can do face yoga as well. When should I do facelift yoga? You can try anytime you want. You can try in the morning, at nighttime, before sleep, anytime. That's the benefit of facelift yoga as well. But I suggest you to do facelift exercise after you wake up because it will help to reduce puffiness on the face. And also before you sleep, I suggest you to do relaxation like face massage and then you feel more relaxed before you sleep. There are so many benefits of doing facelift yoga. How long and how many days should I keep doing facelift yoga? It really depends on the person because everyone's pace is different, but I suggest you to do facelift exercises daily for at least 2 weeks to 1 month because it's a kind of average to start to see the change in the face. Questions about skin. Which oil is good for dry and sensitive skin? I suggest to use chamomile oil or lavender oil, or in my case, I use camellia oil. It's dry skin friendly as well. And I also suggest you to use cream. I think for dry sensitive skin, cream sometimes better. Can I try facelift exercise when I have acne? I suggest you to do acupressure point massage when you have acne and you feel a bad condition on the skin. Or I suggest you to see the doctor before you try facelift exercise because skin problems depend on the person. But in my case, when I had acne, I usually do a face massage with like approaching acupressure points, like just press one area like this. Should I use moisturizer before I try facelift exercises? Yes, I suggest you apply oil cream before facelift exercise because too much dry is not good for the skin and we move the face a lot, alright? So better moisturize the face and the skin. I have oily skin. How can I do facelift exercise? I suggest you wash the face first and then use a towel or tissue to remove the oil and then you can apply a very light moisturizer on the skin before you try facelift exercise. What kind of skincare products after I try facelift yoga? It's totally up to you. You can use your favorite skincare products after you do exercise and massage. For me, I use Japanese products. I suggest you to use some good products for your skin. Q&A about my videos on YouTube. How many videos should I try on Masumi channel? I suggest you to try at least 1 video a day. So I recommend 15 minutes to 30 minutes video if you have time. But if you don't have time, I have 5 minutes to 10 minutes video. So you can try that. Or maybe you can try full face exercise 15 minutes video. If I wanna lift up the cheeks, should I only watch cheek lifting video or should I try another videos as well? I suggest you to try many types of videos on Masumi channel because if you only try cheek lifting exercise every day, it will cause sagging cheeks or laugh lines anyways. I always say that you have to train the muscles on entire face. Let's say if you only focus on cheeks and doing cheek exercise and then don't do training for the eye area, your eye area going down anyways and then your cheek will go down together, you know. It will cause from the top of the head. So slowly going down like this. So that's why if you want to lift up the face and then let's say cheeks, you have to train entire face anyways. So you have to train from here to the top. So it's much better. Questions about face exercise. I try exercise to reduce double chin, but I cannot see the results. What should I do? My question is, how many days have you tried already? Like, did you try daily or you try like once a week? It really depends how often you try my videos. And then even though you try face exercise every day, let's say if your posture is not good like this, you will get double chin anyways because posture is very important. And also one of the reasons is facial expression habits. So if you have some like, you know, expression around this area, you will have a double chin anyways. But I mean, face exercise is already great, but we have to focus on the other things as well. So there are so many reasons why that happens. So I suggest you to take a class or like for yoga or of course face yoga as well. It's much better to see with teacher. I tried facelift yoga for already 1 year, but I still have forehead wrinkles. How come? Oh, actually, as a teacher, I have to see your face directly because I cannot say the right reason. And after seeing your face, I can give you like good advice. But you know, let's say that maybe some people think they do pose correctly. But as a teacher, like from teacher's side, maybe some people don't do pose correctly. You know, some people like feel like they're doing perfect, but you know, some people just feel it but don't follow. You know, so I think I have to see the face directly because I cannot say wrong, you know. I cannot say something wrong. It's kind of my responsibility as well. Q&A about YouTube videos and online classes. What is the difference between YouTube videos and online classes? With my YouTube videos, you can practice at your own pace anywhere, anytime you want. But in online classes, you can get direct feedback from the teacher. Like me, you can ask questions to the teacher and then they make time for you to answer the questions. And then if you want quick results, you should definitely take the class because you will know how to do the pose correctly with the teacher and you can use a skill in your daily practice, and it's much cheaper and faster than watching videos and then going to beauty salons. Because if you go to beauty salon, you have to spend time like every week or once a month. But once you get the skill with the teacher, you can use the skill for your daily practice. And I suggest you to take the class if you haven't seen the result, even though you try for quite long time, like 3 months or 6 months or 1 year. Masumi, what kind of question will you answer in your class? I will answer all your burning questions about face care and skin care because I'm a face yoga expert, alright? So I will answer your questions mostly about facial exercise and the facial expression habits, and also posture and the body and the food. What is the benefit of watching special contents in my academy? In my academy, I give you special videos that I don't post on YouTube because in YouTube, I usually give you guys daily practice and an easy, simple practice for your daily routine. But in my academy, I give you more special contents that I explain how to move the face and then what you can do and what you cannot do with the pose. Like, let's say if you do this pose, it will cause wrinkles and sagging, so you have to do this like this or something. So I correct the pose and then I explain more details about the pose in my special contents. That's the difference. So YouTube video is for beginner and more special contents for beginner to advanced. If you're really into the facelift yoga exercises, I should definitely recommend you to join the special contents and my classes. I'm interested in teaching facelift yoga. What should I do? I highly suggest you to join my teacher training course. I give you video contents to master the pose and what you can do and what you cannot do in your practice. And then also I give you the textbook, which is more than 100 pages, and you will know how to teach the class and how to master the poses and anatomy, philosophy, and everything about face care. So it's much easier to learn at your own pace and then join the group session with me, and I will check your face and then correct your pose. Yeah, how was the video? I tried to answer all your questions from YouTube and Instagram, but I still have some. So I will probably make more videos about Q&A next time, so stay tuned. Anyways, as I said in the beginning of the video, I launched Masumi Face Studio, my really own online studio dedicated to all things about face care. So you can ask your questions in my class and take face yoga classes and then qualification courses and many more. If you are interested, please click the link from the description down below for more details. I will see you there. And then we have our first 1 week free trial. So if you're interested, you can join the 1 week free trial to see the course and then also my face yoga classes. If you like it, you can continue, but if it's not for you, you can always cancel the subscription anytime without paying money. So don't worry. So you can try for 1 week. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give me thumbs up. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.